Hey guys, welcome back to Candy Beauty. So today we're going to be taking a look and reviewing the new Phlur Rose Whip Eau de Perfume. I did get the full size, which is, that's a good question, 1.7 fluid ounces and 50 milliliters. I did pick this up. I'm really excited. I'm hoping that the rose whip part means it's not going to be like strictly just a rose fragrance, but we'll see. We're going to put our sniffers to the test, and I will give you, as always, my honest insight on this fragrance, whether it's worth it or not, if you should go grab it and pick it up. If you guys are new here, thanks so much for watching. Make sure you don't forget to subscribe to the channel, tap that bell so you can be notified of all the new upcoming videos. I've been doing a lot of fragrance, a lot of makeup, as always, and some Bath & Body Works, Bath & Body, viral stuff at Walmart, just like lots of fun new stuff, and we would love to have you join the fam. So don't forget to hit that button down below. So I do want to just get into the details. First of all, I was kind of holding off on this because I was kind of like, do I get the Kaylee because they just came out with the Phlur Majesty, or do I get this? And then ultimately I decided to do both. So review on that. I don't know what will go up first at this point, but I will be doing a review on the new Kaylee fragrance as well. And I am not new to fragrance, but I'm new to posting about fragrance just because I've been having lots of inflammation and sinus issues over the years. And then finally, it seems like, knock on wood, fingers crossed, things have been clearing up and getting better for me. So I am back into fragrance now, and I'm so excited to share, my thoughts with you guys on some of these awesome new fragrances. So make sure you subscribe. This is not going to be the last review that you get. So it says, a new take on rose, a floral blend of rose, blackcurrant, and osmanthus with a leathery base of amber, wood, and musk. Also, I am a huge leather and fragrance fan. This is the packaging, the typical Phlur packaging. I actually don't really, they do have a travel size of this. Typically I will get the Phlur travel sizes, especially when I'm testing out a new fragrance, just because I love the way that the travel sizes are built. They're very sturdy, very luxe feeling, very heavy, and they are like the same exact packaging as the full size. However, the special effects got me. I don't know if you guys have checked out the Phlur site, but like the flame and the fire and the rose, it was just like, oh my gosh, I have to have this. So I did grab it like right as it soon came out. The 50 milliliters retails for $99. And then, like I said, there is a travel size. I think their travel sizes are around $27 typically. Okay, how much is the travel size? It's not saying, or maybe that's the mist. Okay, the 9.5 milliliter travel size is $32. And then they also are featuring like a duet of both the full size and the mini size for $111. I think it's on sale right now. Okay, originally it was $131 and now it's $111. So it looks like it's on sale already, which is kind of crazy because this literally just came out. But I want to read off the description. We'll get into the notes and then we will get into what it actually smells like. It says, Rose Whip is a delicate, powerful, and provocative scent that challenges the traditional idea of a rose fragrance. Velvety rose, delectable blackcurrant, and honeyed osmanthus dance above a leathery base of deep amber, cashmere wood, and sensual musk. An enticing contradiction that's seductively nuanced. The only thing that I'm a little bit hesitant is it does say the top notes are pink pepper and blackcurrant. I'm not a big fan of pink pepper, but we'll see. The heart is rose osmanthus. I think I'm saying that the right. Nutmeg. I was like, okay, yes, nutmeg. And then the base is amber, cashmere wood, and musk. So there was not like a lot of sweet notes in this. So for me, that's kind of a switch up because lately, the past couple years, I've been really into sweeter fragrances. However, I'm a big fan of the perfumes to Marley. They're Rosa Delina. So I am hoping that this is similar, but like maybe a little spicier, a little bit leatherier, I just want to look up the notes on that one too and kind of compare. Okay, so for Delina, it's going to be top notes of lychee, pear, bergamot essence, and then the heart notes are Turkish rose, peony, transparent flowers, and then the base notes are softwood, vetiver, and white musk. So I do feel like this might be a little bit spicier, a little bit bassier, a little bit more robust than the perfumes to Marley, but we will see. I do want to just grab like a little swatcher thing, and I did get mine from Kohl's. Kohl's has this right now in store. Actually, they had it in store before the regular Sephora store for whatever reason. I did actually order this, and it's not going to get here for like another week on Sephora site. So then I noticed that Kohl's had it in store. So I grabbed this and a few other fragrances. I was pleasantly surprised that Kohl's had this in store. And then I did say the retail price, right? It's $99. Which is the typical Phlur price. And I have really been all about the Phlur fragrances lately. I've really enjoyed a lot of them that came out. Yeah. Okay, I'm definitely, whoo. I'm definitely getting the pink pepper for sure. Okay, this definitely is, without a doubt, like, could be Delina for sure. It's definitely like a spicier, okay, so it's definitely a little bit peppier. It kind of reminds me of like two of the newer Finery fragrances. Let me just look those up. Yeah, it's definitely like, oh, what is it? I want to say You're Cheeky or Madame Mystique from the Bath & Body Works. It's definitely like a combination of two fragrances, two affordable fragrances. Definitely the Rosa Delina by Finery dupe. It's very good, but honestly, if you're big into fragrance, I don't think, listen, if you are a diehard Phlur fan and you want to add to your collection, then this is really nice. It is. It's a beautiful, peppery, rose, sort of, it's got a little freshness to it. I definitely don't smell I definitely don't smell the amber or the cashmere wood. The amber is very, very, very at the base, very slight. This is not like a sweet, honestly, this smells a lot like Perfumes to Marley. It also smells a lot like Covered in Roses by Bath & Body Works and Rosa Delina. It's definitely sweeter than Covered in Roses. It's less floral than Covered in Roses. And then there's like another Finery fragrance that this is kind of reminding me of. Definitely reminds me of Rosa Delina, but a pepperier, yeah. A pepperier, or only maybe like a little bit like Born in Roma a little bit. I definitely don't smell any of the nutmeg. I'm not getting any nutmeg. Like I said, the amber and the cashmere wood are very, very faint. Like this is definitely mostly like a rose. It's not a very sweet rose. There's a hint of sweetness and the pepper really lays on top, but it's not like an overpowering pepper because I'm not a big peppery person. And like to me, this isn't bothering me. But it does have that like spiciness to it. It's not as spicy as like the Kaylee pepper fragrance though. So I feel like if you are somebody that likes peppery, spicier fragrances, you would like this. But if you are somebody that really likes like really spicy, this might not be spicy enough for you. It's kind of on the border of being spicy. I definitely get the floral musk. It's not like a straight musk. It doesn't bother me as far as like the musk goes. Sometimes when fragrances are really musk heavy, I personally am not a fan. But I think overall, this is really nice. Do I feel like it would layer well? It might be a little bit too spicy to layer well. I'm trying to think of if it would layer well with any of the Phlur fragrances. I think it would layer well with like maybe Missing Person, Vanilla Skin, but any of like the sweeter ones or the fruitier ones, like the mango or what is that green one? The fruit one. I don't think it would layer well with Strawberry Letter. I don't think it would layer well with Heavy Cream. And I don't think it will layer well with the newest one, Vanilla Smoke is kind of spicy, so it might layer okay with Vanilla Smoke. This is going to be a hard one to layer with. Like, you definitely probably want like a floral or a fresh fragrance to layer with this. I think it's nice. Is this something that me personally I would have to have in my fragrance collection? No. Do I think they did a good job on this? Yes. Do I think it's as good as some of the other ones they came out with, like Golden Rule? Golden Rule is like amazing. That is like spectacular. It's something I've never experienced before. It's definitely viral worthy. I wouldn't say that this is like another viral worthy from Phlur. Do I think it's a good addition to their collection? Yes. Do I wish it was a little bit sweeter? Only because I am a sweet. I've been into the sweets and the gourmands lately. Yes. However, again, I think if you, gosh, there is something on the tip of my tongue. It's one of the Finery fragrances. It's like a pepper one that has notes of pepper, or maybe it's Bath and Body Works, one of the Everyday Luxuries from this year, not last year. Although it does give me a little bit of the Covered in Roses, but Covered in Roses is much more floral. Yeah, no, I definitely feel like this, even though it's not like affordable, it's kind of duping Perfumes to Marley. The spiciness does tend to go away a little bit as it dries down more. I feel like this is going to be bold. You're going to have long-lasting staying power with this. I don't think that this is going to be like a lot of the other Phlur fragrances though, where like you can layer them on top of each other. This is definitely like a standalone in my opinion. This is good, but it's definitely not as sweet as I would like it. I'm not sure why they call it Rose Whip either, because I honestly got this originally because I didn't look at the notes, quite frankly. I just thought Rose Whip, Heavy Cream, I'm thinking from Phlur, Vanilla Skin, I'm thinking whipped cream, right? So that's what I was expecting, is like Rose Whip. I was thinking it was roses and cream, roses and whipped cream. That is not the case. This is definitely a spicy, not sweet fragrance. Again, there's a little bit of sweetness. I think the sweetness comes from the black currant. As it dries down, I'm definitely getting more of the black currant in the top note. I wouldn't say it's a top note though. I would put it in the middle or even at the base. I definitely feel like the pink pepper and the rose dominate the fragrance. I don't smell any nutmeg. It's just pretty much a pink pepper. It says a velvety rose with a warm leathery base. Okay, I actually do not get any leathery base from this as well. Like, there is nothing that I smell that is leathery in here at all. Like, not an ounce of leather. So I'm not sure where that is coming from, if they're associating the pepperiness with the leather. Sometimes the leather can be like a little bit peppery, but this is just full on pink pepper for sure. Again, I feel like KLE is definitely more spicier, a little bit more sweeter. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Rose Whip is not the name that this fragrance should be. Like, I almost feel like they should have called it like peppercorn. I don't know, like something like peppercorn or pink pepper Phlur or so. I don't know. I just don't feel like the description and the name of the fragrance really matches what it truly is. However, I do feel like this is a beautiful fragrance, and I do think a lot of people will like this, but I don't think it's going to be like that mainstream sort of viral fragrance. And it's definitely a little bit deceiving because I don't know where the whip is coming from, like especially from the ad too, like the marketing, they show like the flower, the flames with the flower. I honestly think that this should have been called Rose Burn, or like Rose Pepper Burn or something like that. I feel like would have been a much better name for this, because Rose Whip is not, there's nothing whipped about this in my opinion. It's not, there's nothing light, there's nothing airy, there's nothing creamy, there's nothing sweet. So yeah, like a fiery rose pepper, or like something like that would have been a better name for this fragrance. Overall, I do think like Phlur just knocks it out of the park every time, but I don't think that this is going to be like one of their most like sought after fragrances for 2025. Do I think it's good? Yes. Do I think it's a beautiful fragrance? Yes. Do I think it's unique and you have to have this? No, especially if you have a huge fragrance collection. I don't think that this is anything that you don't already have. But again, the packaging, I love the black with the pink. The packaging is gorgeous. But again, I just kind of feel like, I don't know. When I'm smelling it on the application, I am getting a little bit more sweetness. So I'm going to have to continue to test this out. This might be something that, you know, depending on the person's pH and skin and everything, it might smell sweeter on some people than others. You're definitely not going to be missed in a room with this. Like this is a statement perfume. This is like something that, you know, you'd wear like a night out. Nighttime definitely vibes. Like I'm not getting daytime for this, but obviously any fragrance can be worn anyway. But for me, it's like kind of like a spicy sort of like nighttime, you know, drinks, cocktails, definitely a more robust kind of a fragrance for me. Yeah, I definitely feel like I'm getting more of the blackcurrant, maybe a little bit more sweetness now. So I will, again, these are my first impressions. I will continue to test this out and keep you guys updated. I might decide to go with a travel or a minier size in this, just because I don't know how fast I will go through it, because I do, being that I own like a lot of fragrances, I do have a lot of similar things. So we'll see. I don't know. But yes, I think they did a good job. Do I think that this is like crazy, like go out and get it right away, you have to have this, if you don't get it, you're missing out? No, not necessarily. So those are my final thoughts. If you guys have picked this up or smelled it in store, or even if you have any questions, do not be shy. Feel free to comment, share your thoughts, because you guys are like the experts here. Share your thoughts down below, because I love hearing like everybody's insight and helpful tips and everything. And again, I feel like with fragrance and scents, it's just like so unique, and everybody's perspective is different, and I love to hear everybody's thoughts and opinions. So definitely don't be shy, comment down below, and if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, tap that bell, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye bye.